I have read that there are three gunas in passion: ignorance and goodness and in life. I was wishing that you would explain this somewhat, especially what is meant by the mode of ignorance and the mode of goodness.
In goodness you can understand things in knowledge. You can know that there is God, that this world was created by Him, and so many things, actual things, and the sun is this, the moon is this, in perfect knowledge. If one has some knowledge, even though it may not be perfect, that is goodness. And in passion one identifies with his material body and tries to gratify his senses. That is passion. And ignorance is animal life, and in ignorance, one does not know what is God, how to become happy, why we are in this world. For example, if you take an animal to the slaughterhouse, it will go. This is ignorance. But a man will protest. If a goat is to be killed after 5 minutes, but you give it a morsel of grass, it is happy because it is eating. Just like a child, and even if you are planning to kill her or kill him, he is happy and laughs because he is innocent. That is ignorance.
Being in these modes determines your karma. Is that correct?
Yes. According to the association of the modes of nature, your activities are being contaminated. A man gets a higher birth or lower birth according to the association of the gunas, or the modes of nature.
So cheating and like that, and what mode is that?
Cheating is mixed passion and ignorance. Suppose one man cheats another. That means he wants to obtain something. He is passionate. But if he commits murder, he does not know that he will have to suffer for it, so it is a mixture of passion and ignorance.
And what about when somebody helps another person?
That is goodness.
Why is that goodness? What intelligence is that? I mean, and this represents knowledge of what? You said that goodness is when you have knowledge.
Yes.
Intelligence.
Yes.
So helping another person?
That means that he is ignorant, and you are trying to enlighten him.
So giving intelligence.
Yes, that is goodness.
And what about just giving assistance?
That is also goodness.
If a beggar has nothing and you give him alms.
So that may still be goodness. But in your Bowery Street, they give some charity, and immediately he purchases 1 bottle of wine and drinks and lies down flat. All laugh. So that is charity. But that is not goodness. That is ignorance.
Charity is ignorance?
There are 3 kinds of charities in good: passionate and ignorant. Goodness is giving charity where charity must be given. Just like this Krishna consciousness movement, and if anyone gives charity to this movement, that is goodness because it is spreading God consciousness, Krishna consciousness. That is goodness. And if one gives charity for some return, that is passion. And if somebody gives in charity in an improper place and time, without respect and to an unworthy person, just like the Bowery man, that is ignorance. But Krishna says, Yat karosiyadasnasyaja hosi dadasiyat, all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities that you may perform, should be done as an offering unto me. If Krishna takes, that is the perfection of charity. Or anyone who is a representative of Krishna, and if he takes, that is perfection.
And what kind of charity is it when you give food to somebody who is hungry?
Well, that depends on the circumstances. For example, a doctor has forbidden his patient to take any solid food, and if the patient is asking, give me some solids, and if you give him solid food in charity, then you are not doing good to him. That is ignorance.
Are the devotees beyond accumulating karma? These devotees, and do they feel karma? Do they work in these modes? Are they in the mode of goodness?
They are above goodness. Sadasattva. The devotees are not in this material world. They are in the spiritual world. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Mamkayo vyapakarana bhaktaya jina sarvatesagunan samatityadan brahmabhaya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, who does not fall down in any circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. Devotees are neither in goodness, passion nor ignorance. They are transcendental to all these qualities.
A devotee who is very faithful reaches this stage.
Yes. Devotee. You can become a devotee as they have become. It is not difficult. Simply you have to engage yourself in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, that's all.
I wish to gain more knowledge of God and be able to feel God's presence more. The reason for this is because I feel life has little meaning without this.
Yes! If you miss this human form of life, then it is a great loss. That is a great chance given to the living entity to get out of the entanglement of material existence.
I feel thankful that I've been able to ask these questions.
Yes, you can learn more and more.
But I still have my connections at home. Marriages. I am engaged.
No, no. There are so many marriages. He indicates Syamasundar. He is married. Marriage is no barrier. I told you that there are 4 different orders of spiritual life in Brahmachari, Prahasta, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. So after Brahmachari life, one can marry. That is not obligatory. One may remain Nastika Brahmachari for his whole life. But a Brahmachari can marry. And after marriage, there is Vanaprastha life. This means that one is a little aloof from family and the husband and wife live separately. At that time there is no sex life. Then when he is fully renounced, detached from family life, he takes sannyasa.
Does somebody forget his wife completely then?
Yes. Forgetting is not very difficult, if you try to forget. Out of sight, out of mind. I'll laugh. Just as I have my wife, children, grandchildren and everything. But, out of sight, out of mind, that's all. Therefore, Vanaprastha, sannyasa and everything is nicely arranged by the Vedic system.